80 years ago, on this very day, Adolf Hitler made his biggest mistake. He pointed his soldiers and tanks to the east. He poked Europe's sleeping war machine, the Soviet Union. We're talking about the early 1940s. The Nazis had already taken France. Practically all of Europe was under Hitler's thumb. So an expansion to the east was always on the cards. But the Soviets were not prepared. You see, before the war started, Hitler and Stalin had signed a non-aggression pact. What did it say? Germany and the USSR would not attack each other for the next 10 years. But Stalin made the same mistake as Britain. Took Hitler for his word. On June 22, 1941, Nazi Germany invaded the Soviet Union. The Blitzkrieg completely battered Soviet defenses. Around 5 million Soviet troops were captured. 3.3 million soldiers were killed. Victory seemed within reach for Hitler, but that's when the tide turned. In Russia, you aren't just fighting the troops, you see. You're battling the elements. As winter came, the Soviet troops dug in. But Germany was not ready for this battle of attrition. The pushback was too much. The Nazi offensive stalled in Moscow. And in the south, Stalingrad was retaken. It was the beginning of the end for Hitler. The Allies soon joined hands. The Soviets drove the Germans back from the east. The Western troops pushed from the other side. Hitler was boxed in and defeated. It was the worst fighting of the Second World War. Millions of young men were condemned to their death, but all that doom and disaster forged the world order that we see today. The Allies have since parted ways. One of them, the Soviet Union, does not even exist anymore. But in Russia, the tall tales still inspire the next generation, tales of how their ancestors repelled the Nazi juggernaut. It's a tradition that current President Vladimir Putin has been careful to project. He visits the World War II memorial frequently. It's called the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. He comes, lays a bouquet at the tomb, and speaks a few words. This was his message on the 80th anniversary of the Nazi invasion today.
This day, June 22nd, there is still indignation and sorrow in the hearts of all generations. It is painful due to the broken destinies of millions of people. Because of these challenges, those terrible years are literally imprinted in our memory.
But what does Putin make of the Soviet Union? Well, he worked for them as a spy. Some accounts say he was in Germany when the Berlin Wall was toppled. But his relation with the former state is complicated. Putin is no fan of communism. At the same time, he cherished the Union, the sprawling empire that once challenged America. Even today, Putin has not given up on expanding Russia. In 2008, he ordered troops into Georgia, a former Soviet state. In 2014, he annexed Crimea. All the signs are there. Putin dreams of regaining Russia's lost glory, and he isn't scared of another Cold War. Let me read out some of Putin's words, and this is from an opinion piece that he wrote in a German daily today, and these are his words. We hope that the end of the Cold War would be a common victory for Europe. It is exactly with this logic in mind, the logic of building a greater Europe united by common values and interests, that Russia has sought to develop its relations with the Europeans, but a different approach has prevailed. It is based on the expansion of the North Atlantic Alliance, which was itself a relic of the Cold War. After all, it was specifically created for the confrontation of that era. Putin despises the Western alliance. He considers NATO's expansion to be an insult. Think about it. NATO's rival, the Warsaw Pact, was signed in Poland, and today Poland itself is a member of NATO. And now there's talk of including Ukraine, except that some Europeans are not on board. They fear this will further antagonize Putin, and they're right. The Russian president understands the brewing conflict. Let me quote again from what he said. The whole system of European security has now degraded significantly. Tensions are rising, and the risks of a new arms race are becoming real. How seriously should we take Vladimir Putin's analysis? Well, some experts dismiss Russia as an old power, the 11th biggest economy, no match for Europe. But here's the other side of that analysis. Russia still holds the second largest nuclear arsenal in the world. Its leader is a Cold War-era spy who dreams of Soviet glory days. So Putin's analysis is extremely serious. His beef with NATO is also understandable. Nobody wants a rival alliance planting flags in their backyard, but the problem is Putin's own strategy in Eastern Europe is problematic. This year's massive military build-up near Ukraine was an example. Putin's ambitions are overshooting his country's own strength. But the KGB officer in him does not give up. Neither does the Russian nationalist. The war against Germany was the best of Russia. Putin probably grew up hearing those stories. For him, Russia's place is at the table of superpowers. Anything less is unacceptable. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.